When we look at where we're coming from, looking back where all the journey began, Godson, you know you are strong, you are strong.
Eat for the love and not weed for the life. I know everybody has a life.
No, my people, man, now waste no time. Coming up in today's topic. All this one's Happy Thursday goes out to you, all my viewers and all my subscribers. I just want to say Happy Thursday goes out to you.
And Friday gone, me got court, sir. And the judge charged me 700,000, Mr. Prime Minister. I want to share this with you.
Now, today's topic. No bounty killer, them have a saying say, the older the moon, the brighter you shine. Watch Bounty Killer all set to star in his first movie role.
We are growing increasingly concerned about the way in which the law is implemented and the government action is taken in this country. It appears as if there are two Jamaicas. There's a Jamaica for those who are well connected or privileged, and then there's a Jamaica for the rest of the people. So when it comes to the enforcement of the law, we have people caught on video, flossing and braffing, drinking champagne on a no movement day. Nothing happens to them. But in St. Thomas, one of the poorest parishes in the country, over 50 people charged for not wearing a mask.
Cause we not love life. No, so every time I rise, we do it for the love, we not do it for the life.
When me say me do this for the love, me not do it for the likes.
Cause when I look at where I'm coming from, but just make sure say me good in England. I love her Anna. Tiki, let me tell you this, you tell me say Lila, you go come lock the world. I lock the world for you more than anything, me more inspired. More than anything, me more motivated, my brother. Until we meet on that glory day, then we say, Tiki! See Lila, ya Tiki.
Pearly Gate.
Pearly Gate. Come on, so you're just in a Is that you, yeah? I mean, I couldn't miss this.
Mother artist day, I know, man.
Could I miss this?
Mother, you're not the UK, sis.
I mean, yeah. Tiki are the God.
Yeah? Mother.
Yeah.
When we look at where we're coming from, looking back where all the journey began, Godson, you know you are strong, you are strong.
Yeah, man, Lila, this alongside Godson just cool. I'm to the first Watch out now. Rise again and fly again the 1st of October, and everybody can come to watch the location to be. Announce! 1st of October, see them, we're outside in England and Lila-Ike face this. And nobody else vibes. Just cool, the general.
Big up my sister Lila-Ike, you don't
right
know. You
away.
see the 1st of October, this Friday.
1st of October.
I might, the 3rd edition, I rise again, fly again. Each and every one is
just cool, the general.
Big up my sister Lila-Ike, you don't
right
know. You
away.
see the 1st of October, this Friday.
1st of October.
I might, the 3rd edition, I rise again, fly again. Each and everyone is invited.
Everyone
just
is
wait for the venue.
You got to listen out for the location.
When we look at where we're coming from, looking back where all the journey began, Lila, you look at where we're coming from. Looking back where all the journey began, Lila, you know say Godson is strong. All praises to the most I want.
3rd edition style. 3rd.
No, people, for a minute, just calculate out 200,000 into pounds and tell me how much pounds do you get, my people?
And then get charged $200,000 for mass. $200,000 for mass, and my 17-year-old me having birth paper right there, so. And that no fear. 200,000 for mass, 17-year-old. What kind of heart this government have?
Simple me when I'm ready.
I want to share this with you, sir. Me feel hungry, me go out on the road and me go look one food for buy, sir. And anywhere, me dey on the road and the police car drive down with a so curfew hours. And them carry me go to jail and charge me for mass and breach a curfew. Anyhow, me go a station and they lock me and put me under $100,000 bail bond, sir. And Friday gone, me go to court, sir. And the judge charged me $700,000, Mr. Prime Minister. I want to share this with you. And when they put the bail band and it then charge me from Mr. Prime Minister. I have pressure, I sick. Mr. Andrew, me live on Newborn 2nd Street, Panny Boulevard. Miss Holiness know me everything. My name Erica. Mr. Parnell's charge me, I'm a MP, sir. And I want to reach out to them. I want this comment go all about around the place because me never hear this in that history.
We are growing increasingly concerned about the way in which the law is implemented and the government action is taken in this country. It appears as if there are two Jamaicas. There's a Jamaica for those who are well connected or privileged, and then there's a Jamaica for the rest of the people. So when it comes to the enforcement of the law, we have people caught on video, flossing and braffing, drinking champagne on a no movement day. Nothing happens to them. But in St. Thomas, one of the poorest parishes in the country, over 50 people charged not wearing a mask or breaching curfew, fined, most of them $200,000 each. 8 million of fines levied there on these people for these minor breaches. Those who haven't found the money are facing the prospect of going into jail for up to 30 days because they couldn't pay those heavy fines. This is most unjust in Jamaica because we see the treatment that the privileged and the well-connected are given, and they don't seem to have to face the law at all. People are feeling it. It is inconsiderate, it is unfair, it is oppressive to be charging somebody $200,000 in these hard times for not wearing a mask. The ticketing system doesn't call for such massive fines, but the government failed to implement the ticketing system. When the government brought the amendments to the Disaster Risk Management Act earlier this year, 2021, I warned that it was going to be a problem the way they were doing it. The law says that if you breach that act, you can be fined up to $1 million in court. They said, oh, no, it's going to be a ticketing system with much smaller fines. But they didn't introduce the ticketing system. And that is why we have situations where ordinary Jamaicans found to be not wearing a mask or outside during curfew are being fined by the court $200,000 in these hard times for these very minor offenses. It is not right. If you compare it to traffic violations and so on, there's no comparison. 200,000 is way out of whack. I'm calling on the judiciary to issue a guideline immediately, aligning any fines in court for breaches of the Disaster Risk Management Act orders made by the PM to the levels that the ticketing system was supposed to implement, which are very modest fines, so that the people are not treated in this oppressive and arbitrary way any longer.
Come in a love lives, in a dance hall style. I mean everybody have a life, still me irie. Come in a love life.
No, my people, let's look at this. 200,000 Jamaican dollars for not wearing a mask or breaching. Now, to a lot of you like, oh, it's nothing and they should pay it. Hold on, pause for a minute. Take a deep breath. Now, calculate 200,000 Jamaica into pounds. Now, people, you see it, you look on it different. Average people that work in the UK, they probably get that much for them pay a month time. Now, people, after calculating out that, for those who do not know, we are looking at almost 1,200 pounds. Let me say that again. We are looking at over 1,200 pound, 1,200 and odd pound a person have to pay for a mask. Now a 17-year-old child been hit with a $200,000 fine. Where in the world this young man gonna find that money? What you think he's gonna think to do next? May I talk to now as an average Jamaican youth, how them think, especially these ones down there in Jamaica now. Them either for thing for a scam. You understand what I'm saying to you? Which is breaking the law. Them either for things that them are going to rob somebody. And these are actual facts. Because when they face with hunger in Jamaica, and the only thing the government really provide for you, as they can see, is guns. Because that's all the youths them have in Jamaica. What you think them are going to do? Let's go, my people. Let's go.
Not everybody I go like we.
Me say them now go like that one here, you know. Me say people, this is the cry of a mother. Listen what she said. She said, Mr. Prime Minister, what kind of heart you have? And me, you know, people as a broker gonna win the next election. Well, I'm speechless. Because me know say so far, me can't count at least that lady. She's a labor right, the one we get fined 700,000. You understand? And there have been so many labor right people who vote for Brogard so far. I say them now, them a take back them vote. So let's see how this election are going on. Let's see if the people them of Jamaica gonna vote him back Andrew Holness in Jamaica Parliament.
Increasingly concerned.
Only thing may I say is good.
Is implemented.
And it's about time somebody will have some kind of sense and in some type of position in Jamaica come out and speak up and say something about these injustice which Andrew Holness is putting down on the people. 200,000 and 700,000 fine. However, this lady that was charged 700,000, it was alleged, this is what he said, that this lady, her son is a soldier and him keep a party and the police them come, everybody else run, but the mother stand up and say she not run. But look at it from this angle. Remember, it's a soldier that, you know, keep him party and the government where him work for come lock up FEMA there, you know. So he's a next angry soldier that, you know, against the Prime Minister, you know. You understand me, I say to you? And that soldier, yeah, I forgot find the 700,000 for pay FEMA from not going into jail for 30 days or maybe 60 days or how many days this woman have to stay in a prison. So where is anything being solved? Where is the justice? It's just all confusion. Let's go.
I know everybody I go like we. Still we irie. Come in all of life.